My parents disowned me, so I became rich, but now they want me back in. When I was 16, my parents discovered I'd been secretly applying to colleges instead of focusing on our family restaurant. My dad dragged me to the kitchen at 2 a.m., made me watch him burn every single application I'd filled out. The flames reflected in his eyes as he said, "You're already accepted to the only school that matters, this kitchen." Our Korean restaurant in Queens was their entire world. Every morning at 4 a.m., I'd prep vegetables while my friends slept. Every night, I'd fall asleep over homework, smelling like kimchi and failure. When MIT sent an early acceptance letter with a full ride, I hid it inside my calculus textbook, but my mom found it while cleaning my room. She didn't yell, she just packed my belongings into trash bags and changed the locks while I was at school. When I came home, my stuff was on the curb in the rain. My laptop soaked. My acceptance letter, deliberately placed on top, destroyed. The neighbors watched from their windows as I stood there, 17 and homeless, holding wet garbage bags of my life. I lived in a 24-hour McDonald's for 3 weeks, using their Wi-Fi to email MIT about my situation. Showered at the gym using a trial membership I kept extending with fake email addresses. A guidance counselor eventually let me sleep in the school's equipment room. I graduated valedictorian while technically homeless. My parents attended but sat in the back row, arms crossed. At MIT, I survived on 1 meal a day and free campus events with food. My roommate Jake noticed I only owned 2 shirts. Instead of pitying me, he taught me options trading on a paper account. Said if I could master theoretical physics, I could master the market. We practiced every night until 3 a.m. Started with $500 I earned tutoring. Turned it into $5,000 in 3 months, then $50,000 by graduation. Senior year, my younger brother called crying. Dad had been gambling, lost the restaurant. Mom was working 3 jobs. They were sleeping in the storage room above what used to be our kitchen. My brother begged me to help them. I said no and hung up. That night I couldn't sleep, but not from guilt, from relief that I'd escaped. After MIT, I joined a trading firm, made my first million at 23, started a fund at 25. By 27, I was managing 9 figures. Bought a penthouse where the bathroom was bigger than the restaurant kitchen that was supposed to be my prison. Sometimes I'd stand in it, remembering washing dishes until my hands bled, and feel nothing but distant. Then last month, my parents showed up at my office. Security called me, confused. These people in worn clothes claiming to be my family. I let them up. They looked so small in those massive leather chairs. Mom had photos from the restaurant's glory days, me as a child, smiling in an apron. Dad talked about legacy, bloodline, forgiveness. Then he pulled out a business proposal. They wanted to franchise our family restaurant using our recipes. Just needed starting capital. 2 million should do it. I laughed. Actually laughed. They looked shocked. I pulled up my phone, showed them the Bloomberg article about my latest deal, a $50 million acquisition. You threw me away for a restaurant that made $30,000 a year profit, I said. I make that in 4 hours now. Mom started sobbing about family, about forgiveness. Dad's face turned red. The same shade as when he burned my college application. He stood up, pointed at me, started yelling about ungrateful children, about dishonor. Security was already on their way up. As they were escorted out, Mom turned back and said, "We gave you everything." "No," I replied. "You gave me nothing." And that nothing made me everything. I donated $2 million to MIT's scholarship fund that day. Named it after my guidance counselor, not my family. Sometimes the greatest revenge isn't withholding help. It's showing them exactly what they threw away. My brother still calls monthly asking for money. I send him job applications instead. They created a son who could survive anything by teaching me I was worth nothing. Now I'm worth everything, and they're still worth nothing to me. The security footage of them being escorted out, I keep it saved. Not from cruelty, but as a reminder. Some bridges don't deserve rebuilding. They deserve watching while they burn from the penthouse view.